Hey YouTube, this is Eucep again. I've finally been lucky. Finally, Ultra Magnus from the animated line has been available here. Not only that, he's been bloody cheap, 20 euros for a mint in box in stores here. So yeah, I was very glad to finally get this big guy. Um, all in all, he's my very first Magnus figure. He, I haven't gotten any Magnuses from any other line so far, but I'm glad this is my very first Magnus because, yeah, this guy looks awesome. Uh, yeah, as you can see, he's a military vehicle, um, which kinda misses the idea of rebels in disguise, but that's been made clear in the cartoon itself. That the guy who gave him this form, Sentinel, just isn't the brightest bulb. But it leaves us with a very cool looking vehicle, one of the only really military vehicles among the Autobot side. Actually, the only other two, well, no, there isn't any other Autobot with a real military form. All in all, this guy is loaded with weaponry. As you can see him like this, he looks fairly simple, a transporter for probably missiles, which is enforced that they probably redesigned these guys somewhat. As I see these supports here, the instructions tell to put them like this, but if you put them up like this, I really got the feeling that they remolded these rocket launchers. Probably that he had some real missiles or something which could be supported by this, but well, until we see some sketches or something from his design stages, we'll probably never know. But before we go on to robot mode, which will probably be in a second part, because I've tried to record this already 4 times and every time it went over the limit. It's just minute way, so now I'm really going to focus on just one form at a time, and then we'll go on. This guy got good weaponry. First of all, his basic cannon. I put it up like this, which looks, in my opinion, the best for using for this plain basic cannon mode. Yeah, this was one of the rare times that I'd actually have liked missiles which could fire, because it would have fit the alt mode, but unfortunately this is the case where they decided lights and sounds are more important than the rest. So, without further ado, yeah, if you keep pressed in the button, he keeps on firing. Or you can do it like this. Yeah. But that's not all in his weaponry. First of all, this is something I want to point out. There are very tiny tabs here, and these are very tight. So when I first got him, I was very afraid of pulling him apart or breaking these things. But now I'm a bit more away with it. Pulled it out a few times. It's sturdy enough to survive. So, with pulling out these two, you get a pair of chain guns. Oh, fairly nifty. They could have done it a bit better in my opinion, but it's good enough. It fits. It's probably just a really done in an afterthought, but it works. But even with that, we haven't gotten there with his weaponry. Take the truck cap, pull it open, pull them up, fold it up, and press it back. Same on both sides. Oops. press it back and extend the turrets. This guy is very tight, but this guy is very loose. So yeah, I'm probably going to need some nail varnish or something like that to tighten it up a bit, but it's not really a problem. It doesn't fall down automatically, so it's tight enough still, but just the difference. So yeah, and then he's still not in his full weapon power. No, I need to do that closer up. Let's see. Yeah, more cannons. You can't have enough cannons. That much is obvious. Yeah, and then once again, yeah, nothing in that direction gets added, but can't really complain about it. All 8 wheels do roll separately. He has some molded in suspension, but due to the fact that nothing is colored, it's barely noticeable. This guy got a lot of panel lines, and actually this guy almost screams for a Gundam marker to upgrade him a bit. Details like these window wipers are just not noticeable, but with a bit of black Gundam marker I probably can bring them out a bit more. Might be a project for me to someday work on, but as I'm lazy as hell, that's not gonna be anytime soon, especially considering I've got other things to work on for the upcoming time. So yeah, quite loaded with weapons, and I'm going to leave it at that for this first part. Second part, I'm going to transform him and show off his last weapon, which you already have a hint of at the back. So see you in a moment.